You create reality with your frequency of emotions. Emotions give off a frequency that's broadcasted by your electromagnetic field. And that brings in the situations that mirror, reflect the emotional frequency that you're feeling. If you're not feeling your body and if you cannot feel your emotions, that's a problem because you are going to be creating reality based on subconscious programming that you have no control over. So when you start to sit with your nervous system and you stop acting off adrenaline and cortisol and all the things that your body gets addicted to, it's going to feel weird. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be somewhat painful for some people. And the reason for that is that your nervous system is experiencing the emotions you could not feel back then. So it's bringing it up so that your metabolization of it can be processed. And then you can feel again. And it can be scary because you're experiencing the emotions of that time. You were scared. You were angry. You were sad. You were all these things that you could not understand or feel or process at the time. And then whenever they come up, you're going to be there again, all over again. Not physically, but your body and your mind. And you need to sit with it. And you're gonna be okay. Because the more that you acclimate your nervous system and metabolize the emotions that are stored in your body, the more that you will be able to feel and live again and be able to broadcast a frequency of emotions that you actually want to experience, like love, like passion, authenticity. You're going to be able to feel what you want to do again. You're going to start producing dopamine again. Your body gets addicted to the chemicals, cortisol and adrenaline. And if you live off that for a long time, it creates a baseline for you. And when you are coming down off that and you're processing and you're changing your nervous system state, it's going to feel weird. It's going to be a challenge. But if you want to live, if you want to create the reality that you want, you're going to have to feel. And that means processing all those old feelings, because when they get stuck in your body, you're frozen. You're frozen in those states. That's why you keep experiencing the realities that you're experiencing over and over and over again. So if you want something different, you have to move them out. And it's a simple process. Sit there with it. Command yourself to feel. Sit there with it and don't do anything. Like literally sit still. If you can't sit with yourself, then you're dysregulated. If you can't sit and you have to be moving all the time, you're addicted to adrenaline and cortisol. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you had to do to survive. And there's nothing wrong with staying that way if that's what you want. There's no wrong way to do this game. But if you want something different, you have to sit with it. And when these emotions come up, it's because you're strong enough to feel them and your nervous system can metabolize them because you are ready. And one more thing. You are going to have sadness in there too. When the sadness is present all the time, it's unprocessed grief. And it feels not good. But the more that you feel it, the more that you move through it, console yourself, and understand why you are feeling it. You are not depressed. Those are emotions from the past that got stuck in your body. And you need to move through them. And you need to console yourself. Those sad, depressed emotions, all the emotions that come up are going to have thoughts associated with them. Because your brain tunes into that frequency, and when they're coming up for clearing, your brain will produce thoughts based on that frequency. And you can get caught in a dysregulation loop, and it doesn't feel good. And this is why most people quit, and they can't process, and they can't move forward. So what you need to do is understand what's happening to you. You are thawing, you are metabolizing the past that got stuck. And it's not your fault. Your life, the way it's been, is not your fault. It is subconscious programming and stuck states of emotion in your body because you create reality through it. So you got stuck. And if all you can feel is sadness and pain, it's because they're stuck in your body. And you have to feel it. You have to console yourself, and you have to pull yourself out of that loop. And you can do it. You have to tell yourself the truth. That is not my frequency. That is the past. That was then, and this is now. What do you want for your life moving forward? Because if I can do it after everything I've experienced, then so can you. And I don't want anyone to experience or be sad or have the pain like I had. It is horrendous. And I may have it worse because of what I experienced. And there's so many spectrums that it doesn't matter if it's small or big. There's no comparison because each one of us don't understand what the other one went through. We only know what we went through. So if you want to live again, if you want to create that reality that you want, you have to move through it. And you have to rewire your brain from the thoughts that keep coming in. And you have to feel and process those emotions. You are a powerful source consciousness having a human experience in a simulation. You never die. You came down here to feel. And if you're watching this, it's because you are ready to feel. You are ready to change. And you can do it. The more people that do it, the more that the external reality will change, and we will not be experiencing what we are experiencing now, because we will shift into a completely different reality as a whole. So if you're watching it, it's for you. It came up for you. Things happened for you. And that means that it's time. It's time for you to remember your power. It's time for you to feel it and become the amazing, powerful person that you are. I love you. Bye-bye.